Good morning! We are going to start word problems. And all of our word problems are going to have to do with spring, because it's now spring. How exciting. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys the secret to success with word problems. But you can't tell anyone. You can't tell third grade, you can't tell fourth grade, because I'm here to help you. And with my secret to success, there are 3 letters to help you. And if you can remember these 3 letters, then you are off to a great start. But remember, so the first letter is P. Second letter is S. Third letter is A. P, S, A. Do you know what those 3 letters mean? I know my friends know what they mean. Do you? Once you know what these 3 letters mean, you are awesome. So the first one is problem. P stands for problem. So what you're going to do with the problem is you're going to read it. That's the most important one. Then you need to figure out what the problem is asking us. Then you're going to pick apart your problem. You're going to figure out what's the most important thing. So P stands for problem. What about S? What do you think S stands for? S stands for solve. So once you've pulled all your information from your problem, then you're going to solve it. You're going to put it together in an equation. You're either going to add or subtract, and you're going to solve. And once you've solved it, then you need to A. So we've got P, we've got S. Now we need A. What do you think A is? Answer. Then you're going to answer your problem, and you're going to plug your answer all the way back into your problem and see, does it make sense? So that's what PSA stands for. Problem, solve, answer. That's how you need to approach every single word problem. If you can remember those 3 letters, then you are golden. So let's start with our first word problem. So P, problem. I need to read the problem. Luke and Ruth were collecting raindrops. Luke collected 56 drops in one small bucket, and Ruth collected 38 in another. How many raindrops did Ruth and Luke collect all together? Okay, so we've read our problem. Now we need to go through and we need to figure out what's the problem? What's it asking us? Why are we doing this? So let's go through and let's read again and see if we can figure out where the question is. Luke and Ruth were collecting raindrops. No question. Luke collected 56 drops in one small bucket, and Ruth collected 38 in another. Nope, still no question. How many raindrops did Ruth and Luke collect all together? There's our question. That's what we need to figure out. How many raindrops did Ruth and Luke collect all together? So now that we figured out our question, let's go back through and see if we can find the information that we need. Luke and Ruth were collecting raindrops. Luke collected 56 drops. So let's draw that. So 56 drops. Because remember, I'm just keeping track of what information we know. Let's keep going. In one small bucket, and Ruth collected 38 in another. All right, so that's another number we need to know. So I draw my bucket, 38 raindrops. How many raindrops did Ruth and Luke collect all together? Okay, so now I have my information. I picked apart my problem. I need to figure out, am I going to add or subtract? What do you think? We look at the problem. Yes, we need to add. So we're going to take the 56 drops that Luke had, and we're going to add them to the 38 drops that Ruth had, because it says all together. Let's solve this using expanded. 56 equals 50 plus 6. 38 equals 30 plus 8. Remember, always start with your ones. 6 plus 8. What does that equal? 14. So bring your 4 down and carry your 10. 10 plus 50, 60. 60 plus 30, 90. Bring down your plus and your equal sign. 90 plus 4 equals 94. So we just did S, solve. So we picked our problem apart and then we solved it. Now we need A, answer. All right, so we got 94 as our answer. Now we need to go through and we need to check. Does that make sense? Go to our question. How many raindrops did Ruth and Luke collect all together? Well, if Ruth collected 38 and Luke collected 56, and I added them together, I got 94. Remember, all together means add. Then yes, that makes sense. So our answer is 94 raindrops. Now, don't forget to label, because otherwise we have no clue what you're talking about. You could be talking about 94 cats and dogs, or 94 ice creams. Let's go on to our next one. So this one, you can do it with me, or you can pause it and try it on your own. But let's remember PSA. P stands for problem. Let's read our problem. Molly and Logan went on a puddle jumping adventure. They wanted to jump in 92 puddles. They already jumped in 47 puddles. How many more puddles does Molly and Logan need to find and jump in? Man, that's wordy. I even think I mixed up some of those words. Okay, so P. I need to pick apart my problem. What is it asking me to do? Let's read it again because that was a lot of information. Molly and Logan went on a puddle jumping adventure. Nope, no question there. They wanted to jump in 92 puddles. That's a lot of puzzles, guys, but still no question. They already jumped in 47 puddles. Still no question. How many more puddles does Molly and Logan need to find and jump in? So, what was the question? How many more puddles does Molly and Logan need to find and jump in? Great job! So, now we know our question. We need to go through and we need to figure it out. Pick out our important information. But first, I see some very important words. How many more? Does that tell us we need to add or subtract? Because those are some key words. Think about it. All right, so let's go find our information. So we know that they wanted to jump in 92 puddles, and they already jumped in 47 puddles. So I'm going to draw a little picture to help me understand this. So I know they want to jump in 92 puddles total. They've already jumped in how many? 47. Yes, they've already jumped in 47 puddles. So how many more jumps do they need to get to? This looks a lot like what we did last week. I kind of see a math mountain there, don't you? So we've picked apart our problem, we figured out the important information, and you guessed it, we need to subtract. So let's take our math mountain. 92 is our total, minus 47. And let's solve. 2 minus 7. Can you do that? Nope. More on the floor. So what must we do? Borrow from next door. 9 becomes 8, and we give that 10 to the 2. So 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 7. What does that equal? 5. Good job. 8 minus 4 equals 4. So we just did S. We just solved our problem. So we did P, we read our problem, and we picked it apart. Then we did S, and we solved it. So our last step is A. We need to check our answer. Does it make sense? So we got the answer of 45. And I know we can go up and we can look at the question again. But what did we do last week? How did we check our answer? Yes, we plugged it back into our math mountain, and we can check it that way. So let's check it by doing 47 plus 45. because that should equal 92 if we did this the right way. So 47 plus 45. 7 plus 5 is 12, so keep your 2, carry your 10. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 92. 92, do they check? Yes, they do. Nice job. So then that means that our answer makes sense. 45 more puddles. Don't forget to label. If you forget to label, then it is not right, because who knows what you're talking about. All right, time for our last one. This one I want you to pause it, solve it on your own, and then come back to me once you've solved it, and let's check our work. Good luck. Okay, you think you got it? So what are our 3 letters? P-S-A. P stands for problem. S stands for solve. A stands for answer. All right, so P, problem. We're going to read our problem. On Monday, it rained for 65 minutes. On Tuesday, it rained for 29 minutes. And on Wednesday, it rained for 34 minutes. How many minutes did it rain all together? That's a lot of numbers this time. Are you sure you guys are ready? All right, so our question is asking us how many minutes did it rain all together? Hey, we've seen that before. What does all together mean? What does that tell us? Are we going to need to add or subtract? All right, so we've got our question. Now we're going to pull it apart and get our information. So Monday it rained for 65 minutes. So let me write that down. Monday, 65. On Tuesday, it rained for 29 minutes. So, oops, that's okay. It'll be a fancy T. Tuesday, it rained for 29 minutes. And on Wednesday, it rained for 34 minutes. All right, so I'm going to write down all my information. And we've got that good. Now I need to figure out, are we adding or subtracting? Do you remember? All together. All together is a key word for addition. Good job. So now all we need to do is take our 3 numbers and add them all together. 65 plus 29 plus 34. So we've done expanded and we've done standard. This time I'm going to do base 10. Remember, you can solve it any way you want to. That works best for you. So base 10 is pictures. Remember, sticks are for tens and dots are for ones. So for 65, I drew 6 sticks and 5 ones. 29 is 2 sticks and, 9 ones. And then 34 is 3 sticks and 4 ones. So do we start with the tens or the ones? Always start with your ones. Don't forget that. Count them up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I got 10 ones. Circle them, cross them off. Those 10 ones now become a 10 stick. Okay, let's go back to our ones. Now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 ones. Now let's move to our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, stop. 10 sticks. Circle them. Cross them off because we've used them. 10 tens turns into 100. All right, so now I have 2 tens left and I have 100. So my answer is 128. All right, so I pulled apart my problem. I solved it. Now I need to check my answer. Does it make sense? Well, I know if Monday it rained for 65 minutes, Tuesday it rained for 29 minutes, and Wednesday it rained for 34 minutes. How many minutes did it rain all together? Means I need to add, so I just had those 3 answers. Yes, it makes sense. So our answer is 128 minutes. How'd you do? I bet you did fantastic. Okay, so now you are going to go and complete your own assignments.